trials were 2 years ago here, so you were still a student. So you haven't actually wrestled at Carver since your last home meet.
Yep, that's right. So the last time I wrestled in Carver was against Nebraska on Senior Day. So it's been a few months.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like when you step out?
I have. I remember what it was like for the trials, and it's going to be a similar atmosphere, but maybe a little more, twist to it with the international flavor. So I'm excited.
Thomas, it's kind of wild to think you could take Russia and Iran out and make a weight tougher, but 57 probably got even tougher with.
Yep, that's
the addition
what we did at 57 for sure. I mean, we had Aaron Nabat from Mongolia. I mean, he got third at the Worlds in Paris. He's a two-time world medalist. As far as I know, he's very credentialed, very tough opponent. And Kumar from India. He's a world medalist, I believe, and I wrestled him earlier this year in Iran. So I know what he's all about. I never wrestled Aaron Nabat, but I was saying earlier, am I mad or sad or whatever that Russia and Iran aren't here? If you look at my weight, we made it tougher.
How about the opportunity to wrestle Takahashi again?
It's a great opportunity, not only for me, but for all these fans here in Iowa City and all Gilman fans. It's a rematch of the World Championships that obviously didn't go my way, and I've been kind of looking forward to this matchup, ever since that match. So there are things we've been working on, thinking about, talking about that are going to make that match go my way. But I'm excited to compete against him. He's a great opponent.
What kind of things do you dial in on after that when you do an assessment of that match in places that could have been difference makers for you?
Just patience. I wrestled a great tournament in Paris, but maybe in that finals I was maybe a little too overzealous and a little too anxious maybe. I want to go out, I want to get a score right away, and kind of set the tone of that match. But you know what? At this level, you got to kind of let things come to you. Not being passive or too patient, but you got to find that line and walk it. So just kind of working on my patience, both in my wrestling, outside of my wrestling. I think it's going to help a lot in that matchup.
You haven't competed since December, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
What's that like for you? I mean, you probably haven't gone this long without a match since when? I mean, maybe since you're just a little guy, I would think.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's different. It's different level here now. Tournaments are a little more fewer and far between, but the competition's just that much harder, So it takes a little more time to recover and this and that. Not that I need that long to recover, but the few events that we're going to, that we're competing at, are world-class events.
Do you enjoy that? Do you get the long, extended periods of training where you can really hone in on some certain things?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's different, You definitely get a bigger training cycle in, throughout the year. In college it's kind of a grind, You're just getting ready for every week, but now we're getting ready for marquee events, set throughout the calendar. So just competing and taking a little time off and then getting a grind of a training. I always enjoyed that, especially in summers, when I wasn't competing, just getting that training in without having to worry about peaking and competing.
You've obviously competed at some world level events growing up. I mean, age division stuff worldwide, but when you make the world finals as a senior level, it raises your profile to another level. Did you notice any difference in the way guys wrestled you over at the World Clubs Cup?
Yeah, they definitely, maybe at the Worlds I wasn't very well known, maybe they heard about me, but I wasn't in the finals of the Worlds at senior level. So maybe I caught some guys off guard, maybe with my hand fighting and clubbing and pace, and they try to neutralize that a little bit, with underhooks and stuff like that. But I adapt too. The adaptation doesn't go one way, so I've made adaptations and adjustments in my mind and my wrestling. So we'll see how this weekend goes.